Good morning, David Coombe here with the CBSAM Debrief this Wednesday the 13th of July. Not a very positive night last night. Things were looking reasonably up for the Dow and the S&P 500, but Moody's downgrading of Irish debt to junk status kind of rained on the parade there for the bulls at least. So the bears very much back in charge. We've seen sort of 0.5% moves down on the Dow and S&P 500, a little bit more on the Nasdaq, and pretty much the rest of the Americas. And it looks like Toronto was up a little bit there. The same playing through with Europe, needless to say, with the FTSE down a little bit over 1%. The only exception was Milan up 1.18. You'd have to think that's a little bit of a relief rally after the market was really aggressively sold off there. It was around 4 or 5% on the downgrading or the concerns about the contagion spreading to Ireland. In our region, we've pretty much followed suit from yesterday. Pretty big move down for us, 86 points. The futures now this morning suggesting a 1 point up, 1 point move up. Hang Seng down 795, so it's anticipating to really come off there, but I think we might be closer to the bottom of the trading range here, as I think we've maintained on previous occasions, than we are certainly up at the top. So brave bulls would be inclined to perhaps look at stepping in here and accumulating, although having said that, whilst this European concern is still front and centre and on the top of the headlines, perhaps just staying in cash is the prudent thing to do. Let's have a look at the commodity space here, and I'm going to try and move along here fairly quickly because we have had some technical problems this morning getting this out, hence the late release. West Texas down 64, natural gas down 0.013. Now that's at 432 for natural gas holders, where we got in at mid 420s. It's still looking reasonably okay, but it's really testing our patience here, I have to say. Continue to watch that space. In terms of the softs, we've got a bit of a mixture of results here with some quite big moves up. Sugar 5.43, cotton down 4.12, so a fairly big move down there, being the big movers. Copper now up 0.4% to $4.39.5. Gold potentially testing the old high. Well, it is testing the old record high. If it can break through this level, and given the fear out there, it's quite possible we'll see it break higher and into a new trading range. Silver up 1.5%, or 55 cents to 36.18. Again, as always, we seem to see the more greater volatility in silver, so when we see a percentage move in gold, we see a bigger number come through in a percentage terms on silver. Moving through to the currency pairs, seem to be fairly good US dollar strength overall, with the euro buying just 1.3987 US, the pound 1.5925, US dollar buying just 79.43 yen though, so a bit of a correlation there is not strong. And the Aussie now just buying just over 106, US dollar buying 96.47 CAD and 0.8317 Swiss francs. So some interesting stuff there. Let's have a look at the economic calendar for today. We've got the FOMC meeting results out. There at 4 AM, we've got Westpac consumer confidence here in about half an hour's time. Then we've got some Chinese GDP numbers. No forecast there, but the previous was 2.1, and the real numbers are 9.5 the forecast and 9.3 the forecast for year-on-year quarterly numbers there. And then we've got some industrial production and retail sales. Some poor figures here would weigh heavily on our resource sector. I would have thought some good GDP numbers are going to be fairly supportive, if not a reason for the market to rally. GDP weekly earnings numbers, jobs numbers, going through to industrial production out of the Eurozone, and then Bernanke later on tonight delivering a talk to the House. That pretty much takes us through to tomorrow. So I think I'll leave it there because, as mentioned earlier, I have had these problems here, so short and sweet. Until next time, or tomorrow rather, all the best for the trading day. Bye-bye.